Disneyland has one of the best collections of rides in the world, and in today's video we're going to show you every single ride that's at the theme park. We're starting off strong with what might be my all-time favorite theme park ride anywhere. Indiana Jones Adventure starts with this awesome queue before getting on this really fun ride. I mean, everything about it in my mind is perfect. The theming, the thrills, the special effects, just one of the best rides at any theme park. Then you have Enchanted Tiki Room. The animatronics are great. It's just a really fun time, a really great vibe, and a throwback attraction.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
No matter how many times you hear the jokes at Jungle Cruise, it's still a great ride.
Yeah, so welcome to the world famous Jungle Cruise. Now, don't worry about the baiting part. They do have their chunks on this time, folks. Last time was awkward.
Adventureland Treehouse, themed to Swiss Family Robinson, is one of the more unique attractions in the park. It's a walkthrough, tons of steps, gives you some great views of the area though. Moving over to Frontierland, let's start with one of my all-time favorite roller coasters, Big Thunder Mountain. It's just so much fun. Despite the rafts boarding in New Orleans Square, Tom Sawyer Island is technically part of Frontierland. Also in Frontierland, you'll find the two ships that sail around the rivers of America, the riverboat, as well as the sailing ship Columbia. Had to throw this clip in here. I think when it's used in Fantasmic, it's just completely awesome as this pirate ship with all these people swinging around on it. And speaking of pirates, Pirates of the Caribbean was unfortunately closed for refurbishment. Big bummer because I really prefer it over the Florida version.
Mortal stand.
Please step all the way forward.
The thing I think Disneyland does really well is no matter how many times you ride these classic rides like Haunted Mansion, there's still a lot of fun. Nearby, you have Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and despite it being warm, it wasn't warm enough for me to get soaking wet, so I did not go on this ride, though the retheme does look pretty good. Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is a dark ride that starts outside, goes inside. The Tokyo version of the ride is the elite version, but the Winnie the Pooh story just lends itself so well to a dark ride, and it pulls it off really well in this one. One of my favorite things to do at Disneyland is the canoes. I mean, what other theme park can you canoe around the main waterway? It never has a line. We literally walk right on it. And it's kind of like Jungle Cruise meets canoe experience. The guide was telling so many funny jokes, but you do have to paddle. So it is a little bit of a workout, but there's enough people on board to make it not too bad. The newest area in the park is Galaxy's Edge. And let's start with one of the two rides there. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Now, this ride I don't like as much as Rise of the Resistance, but I do think the theme, the queue, and the experience once you get through the pre-show into the Millennium Falcon is just really well done. If you grew up watching Star Wars, being able to walk through the Millennium Falcon like this is such a cool moment. Rise of the Resistance is right up there with Indiana Jones is one of my favorite theme park rides. This moment when you walk out in the pre-show and you just see all the stormtroopers is a top theme park moment for me, and just everything about this ride. The pre-shows itself are better than most rides out there.
It's a prisoner transfer. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Let's start Fantasyland with one of my favorite rides in the park, Matterhorn Bobsleds, the original tubular steel track roller coaster in the world, and it's just a lot of fun. Yes, it's a little rough, you can see that by the video, but it's still a really fun experience. Moving over to Fantasyland, this is where most of the park's dark rides are located, including the very popular Peter Pan's Flight, where you sit in these little flying pirate ships. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a ride that used to be in Florida, but still is here in California. So here's a glimpse of what the ride looks like. In all my visits to Magic Kingdom and Disneyland, I don't think I ever rode the carousel, so I had to ride it for this video. What was also neat is shortly after we rode it, the marching band got on and played music while riding on the carousel. Pretty neat little magical moment. Pinocchio's Daring Journey is another classic dark ride. This one, it's quite long and kind of gets a little intense when they go to the Pleasure Island section. One of Disney's most iconic rides is not a dark ride. It might be Dumbo. Ask little kids, they always talk about Dumbo. The little kid we were with, they were really excited to ride Dumbo. So I decided to ride Dumbo for the first time, maybe in 25 years, and it's pretty fun to be able to control going up or down. These next two rides are pretty intertwined. Starting with the Casey Jr. Circus Train, it goes all around the Storybook Land canal boats. Canal boats are this unique little ride where you sit in a boat, and they go past miniature recreations of some of Disney's best-known movies.
Right ahead is the City of Mystery and Enchantment, and stumbled upon the cottage on our right. That's home to the 7 dwarfs who offered her shelter in return for her kindness.
Like Dumbo, one of the more famous rides at Disney is just the simple spinning teacups ride. There's Snow White's Enchanted Wish, or formerly known as Snow White's Scary Adventure. And perhaps the most unique dark ride in Fantasyland is Alice in Wonderland, because you start outside, you go up to a second floor. It's a really neat little dark ride.
Oh no, that way.
And the last ride in Fantasyland, maybe the most iconic Disney ride, It's a Small World. Now, say what you will about this ride, it's pretty classic. It's really neat to see the Disney characters worked into the ride here. I know that's maybe a hot topic, but I like the addition. And if you come here during Christmas, it has a really nice Christmas overlay. So at least give it a shot if you're coming during Christmas. Toontown at the back of the park is home to two dark rides, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, which has been there for a while, as well as Mickey's Runaway Railway. Now, this is the same ride found at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida, and I didn't know much going into it when I rode it for the first time in Florida, but I really liked it, and was excited to ride it again. Chip 'n Dale's Gadget Coaster is one of the park's 4 roller coasters, and it's very similar to the Barnstormer in Florida at Magic Kingdom. Speaking of coasters, moving over to Tomorrowland, let's start with Space Mountain, or during our visit, since we visited in the month of May, Hyperspace Mountain. Now, this is a really fun ride, different than the Florida version if you've been on that one. I think it's actually much better. Another ride that's also in Florida, but at a different park, Star Tours The Adventure Continues. Now, it doesn't quite match up to the awesomeness that's the new Galaxy Edge Star Wars rides, but for what it is, it's still a really neat simulator ride. And I love how it has different kind of endings and different kind of scenarios you can take. Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage is a pretty unique ride. It's one that, if it doesn't have too long of a line, I highly recommend going on just because it's unique. You go down the submarine, you go past all these kind of show scenes underwater. It is a little slow, it is a little bit long, but it's unique, so that's why I'd recommend it. The classic Astro Orbiter ride at the entrance to Tomorrowland. I like how it is here at Disneyland, at Disney World. It's up on top of the building, but I like how it's like a nice statement for the building here. Like Pirates, Buzz Lightyear was also closed during our visit. Shame, really like that ride. Circling all around the back corner of Tomorrowland is Autopia, where you can drive the cars. Never usually like waiting in line for this one. It does have a long line, but it's neat that it goes all under the monorail. To round out Tomorrowland, the Disneyland monorail goes between Tomorrowland and downtown Disney. Now, I do like how it kind of weaves through the park a little bit and doesn't just go direct in the park and direct out, kind of like the Epcot monorail. Also, shout out to Rocket Rods. Was there in '97, saw them test it. Really wish I got a chance to ride it. I don't know if you technically can call these rides, but wanted to include them. The Main Street vehicles, whether it's the various cars you can ride or the trolley that goes, the horse-drawn trolley that goes down Main Street. My first time ever riding this, and all the times I've been to Disneyland, I really enjoyed it. It was a nice way to kind of go through the crowds and save a few steps in advance of a very long day of walking. Main Street Opera House is home to 2 shows, Magical Life of Walt Disney and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. They rotate throughout the day. Now, even if you don't want to see those shows, highly recommend going into the Opera House's lobby. It's basically a museum of Disneyland artifacts, maps, concept art. Really neat if you're a big Disney fan like me. And last but not least, in our look at Disneyland attractions, the Disneyland Railroad. Such a great ride that goes all around the park, stopping at Main Street, New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, Tomorrowland before making it back to Main Street. Here's some clips of the ride.
The Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us,
in the Main Street station, they have this really cool map that lights up on the train's location, as well as some memorabilia of other trains. Let us know your favorite Disneyland attraction in the comments. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.